Hey guys, and welcome once again to this channel. If you have been here and if you haven't, it is so very kind of you to pass by. I appreciate it so much. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you are, then make sure that you turn on your notifications so that you never have to miss a video. Today's video is going to be this DIY passport cover with items from the Dollar Tree. This is a video 4, I believe, in my Dollar Tree Travel Essentials series, which is 5 videos in the month of July. So if you want to see how I made this, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm actually going to start over the entire thing right now. I did this last week and it was a complete and total fail. This is what I did last week. As you can see, it is pretty awful. Some things I learned are the following. So this thing, it was like slightly different, but that doesn't really matter. The fact is that I was trying to use the flaps that are like inside the folder to put like the passport covers in here. That didn't work out so well, and then I actually discovered that after I use the laminating sheets, I can just like cut around this and make a flap for that. So that's what I'm going to do today. The other thing is I glued this with like I think E6000 and it got super wrinkly, so I'm not going to use glue today at all. I don't think it's gonna work. And then the third thing is that I wanted to match the gold in the luggage tags, because this is, as you can see, if you saw last week's video, you know that the luggage tags and this match. So I wanted to match like the gold that I did with the marker, and so I got this like gold foil tape. This isn't like an actual tape, so it doesn't like bend and stick, so it didn't really work out. So I got another one, which is this one from Scotch, and it's like an actual tape. So I'm hoping that this will actually like stick and hold things in place. Not that I really need it to like hold too much, but I do need it to like bend and stick and stay in place, if you know what I mean. This one is like shinier and prettier, but this one will do and it will just work out way better. So that's what we're going to attempt to fix today. This was just a complete fail, but I wanted to show you because I want you to know that the things I make not always are successful. This is like awful, like this is pretty bad. So we're going to start over and do this whole thing again. These are the things that we will need. I'm going to switch to voiceover in a little bit, but since I'm talking, I might as well just show you. We're going to be using a folder, some tape instead of glue, some gold tape. This one is not from the Dollar Tree, but it is $2, so it's almost, you know, it's still pretty affordable. Some self-laminating sheets, scissors, a ruler, and then whatever you want to decorate your passport cover with. I'm using these tab dividers that I got at the Dollar Tree. It is $1 for this entire thing, and I'm going to be using this for the front and then this one for the back. So that's what we're doing today. Let's get into the video. Oh, and I did forget to mention that you're also going to need an actual passport, obviously, because you want to make sure that your passport cover is big enough for your passport. So the first thing I'm doing is opening the folder, and I'm putting the outside of the folder up and then tracing my passport also open right on top of that folder. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that the passport has like a crease, or that it folds in the middle, and then I'm going to have the same fold in the passport cover. It's just more convenient that way, and I think it will work out better that way. So I am tracing my passport onto the folder, and then I'm going to measure around the passport an extra centimeter to make sure that the passport cover is bigger than the passport, because if you do it just as big, then it might be too small for the passport. So once I measure and mark that extra centimeter, I'm just going to trace the entire thing around it and then cut around that second bigger measurement, if that makes sense. One thing I want to point out, and I mentioned this in my last video, so if you haven't seen that one, make sure you check it out because it is kind of part of this one. But one thing I wanted to mention is that I used a plastic ruler when I first did this, and as you saw, that was a big just bad. It was bad. It was awful. So make sure that you're using a ruler that is super sturdy. In this case, I'm using a metal ruler. If you're going to use a plastic one, make sure it's a good one, because if it is crooked in any way, it's going to mess up your entire project. So just make sure that you have a good ruler. Then I'm going to take my little passport cover base, which is this black thing that I just cut out from the folder, and I'm going to trace that onto the cover and back of my actual passport, which again is these two things that I got at the Dollar Tree. These are like dividers, I guess, but this is what I'm choosing to decorate my passport holder with, or my passport cover. So I'm just going to trace that onto these little sheets. And once I trace these, I'm of course going to cut them, but I decided to exclude that from the video just to not be super repetitive. I'm sure you've seen me cut before, and you've seen thousands of people cutting before, so I just thought this wasn't necessary to show you. Next, I'm going to take my tape, and I was actually originally going to like tape the entire cardboard piece to the cover or to the plastic part, but I decided that wasn't really necessary. So what I'm doing is I'm taking little rolls of tape and I'm placing those onto the plastic piece, and then I'm placing the cardboard piece right on top. But once I put my gold tape, then the two cardboard pieces are secure, so I can just remove the little tape rolls that I placed at the beginning, and then I can just continue with my gold tape and just frame the entire thing, which is what I'm doing right now. Once the whole passport cover has been framed with the gold tape, I'm going to move on to the self-laminating sheets. I showed you guys how to do this in my last video, but I'm going to show you here anyway. So all you want to do is place your item upside up onto the hard part of the plastic, and then you remove the little tape that comes in the middle, and then once you push or pull the other part of the laminating sheet, then that's going to stick onto the top of whatever it is you're laminating. I don't know if that makes sense when I'm saying it, but when you look at it on video, it's super easy. And then you want to take something hard like a debit card or credit card, something like that, and you want to just push the plastic as you go, kind of like when you're doing or putting a phone protector, you know what I mean, the screen protector. It's the same thing. You just want to do it slowly and like pull it or push it down slowly to avoid any air bubbles. And I'm doing that on both sides, obviously, but I'm just going to show you one again, just not to be super repetitive. And then the last part of this project is actually to cut the hard plastic on the inside of the passport cover. I'm going to take advantage of that to use it as the flap where you put like the actual front and back of your passport. So I'm just going to cut the plastic on both sides across the entire thing, and then I'm going to cut a thin piece of plastic like in the center just to give myself some space to actually push like the flaps into the cover. Again, don't know if that makes any sense when I'm saying it, but when you look at it on video, it's super easy. This video was actually not as hard as I found it in the beginning. In my first rough draft, I struggled a ton, but here you can see that it's actually not that hard once you like figure out exactly what's going to work to be able to make this happen. So this is actually the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It helps me and it helps my channel so much, and I appreciate it like you have no idea. Again, thank you for watching and have a lovely Sunday. If you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, then I'm not sure what you're waiting for, because I have great videos, especially Dollar Tree DIYs. That's like my jam right now, so make sure you're subscribed. Again, thank you for watching. Have a lovely Sunday. Bye.